Hey guys, what is up? Shadolance back with another review. Today I'm finally getting around to the M6A3 DMR. I managed to get it out of a case for one day, and I let it sit in my inbox for, I don't know, 3 weeks or so before I finally got around to the review. Finally got around to it today. It's a lot of fun to use, one of my favorite semis to use now. It's definitely not in the category of OP. It's kind of like a non-derpy sniper rifle, like semi-automatic sniper rifle. A lot of semis typically come out as kind of derpy, like the Dragunov downright isn't very good. The PSG is considered terrible because of the ridiculously low magnification scope. It's like an ACOG with crosshairs, and then the SG556 tends to jam a bit, but everyone seems to think that the whole semi-automatic stuff is just really freaking derpy. But this is actually a really fantastic gun, and I mean, this is kind of like what semis I think should be. Really fast fire rate, but are consistently a two-shot kill. And the reason people typically complain about semis is because, oh, you can just spray them and you'll get a kill. Well, not always, because they're typically three-shot kills at longer ranges, and you have to hit the opponent multiple times. And with the spread getting bigger, the second and third shots are rarely, if ever, like perfectly accurate. Now, granted, the first shot has super high accuracy, but it also stays in scope, so you really can't even quick scope with it. So, in my opinion, it almost takes more skill with a semi. However, in a sniper-only game, I don't believe they have as much of a place, mostly just because they are used for spraying mostly, especially in like Junk Fleet OMA sniper-only. That's one of the places that I probably would say maybe don't use semis so much. But in typical games, when you're playing on Snow Valley or something, you say, oh, semi-noob. Well, think about it. If they were using a bolt action and that first shot hit, you'd be dead anyway. In fact, it'd be faster. This actually gives you a chance to respond. So if anything, using a semi on most maps actually requires more skill. However, this gun's kind of unique. It has the silencer on the end, which is really nice, which means it's going to maintain its high damage without loss of, damage because of the silencer, which is one of the downsides of the silencer. You lose 10% of your damage, at least supposedly. I can't tell what kind of suppressor it is. It looks like it's probably a 1 or a 2. It's definitely not a 3. The flash is very, very high and also doesn't have the typical red ring around it. I would guess it's probably an S1. Could be an S2, though. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, let's hop right into the stats. Sorry I didn't go directly to that. We are looking at a damage of 72, a portability of 51, rate of fire of 47, accuracy of 90, and recoil of 70. It is fully automatic, and you can only customize with a magazine. It has the typical L96A1 3x magnification scope with the green crosshairs. One of the like two most popular scopes in the game, the other one being the red crosshair with the high magnification that the TPG-1 Pro has, and the TRG series typically sports, excluding the SE. So, a lot of nice things about this gun. It's consistently a two-shot kill. Even at longer ranges, it might be a 3-shot kill on a tanker or Hauser or so on, but that's pretty obvious even for a semi. The portability of 51 puts it definitely on the higher end of sniper rifles. Most sniper rifles are typically between 40 and 50, so 51 is on the higher end. The damage of 72 may seem statistically low even for a semi, but keep in mind it has a very, very high rate of fire, and also the damage drop-off is practically zero on this weapon, except at the maximum range. The maximum range can be upwards of a 3-shot, can be a 3-shot kill, or slightly above that, maybe a 4-shot even on a Hauser to the front, or maybe to the foot or something. So while I can see it being visibly possible getting a 4-shot kill, you're mostly going to be getting 2 shots with the occasional 3-shot. And with the high rate of fire and the very, very fast spread recovery, should be very simple to get kills with this weapon. The spread recovery is very quick. The overall spread is very small. It's basically an assault rifle outside of scope. It's not like a typical sniper rifle with huge spread while jumping, but it's a very effective rifle. The recoil of 70 is actually very low, or at least it feels to me. Most typically have around a 66 to 70, 70 being on the higher end, and with a semi you would think that'd be a terrible thing. But the recoil pattern makes it incredibly simple to like cover up. It feels like an SG556 DMR if I were to put it in, well, Layton's terms. But on another hint, basically rate of fire of 47 means you can tap it as fast as you really want to. I don't think any human has the ability to tap faster than a, like at least on their own, tap faster than a, about a 45, I would guess, maybe 45. So with the fully automatic, you can obviously spray it as fast as you want. I guess that's one of the perks of the gun, since no one can really tap that fast, or at least not to my knowledge. But I would still recommend tap firing this gun at longer ranges to make your shots more accurate. At medium range, you might as well go ahead and spray full out, because the chances that 2 or 3 of your shots are going to hit out of the 4 or 5 you probably get out before they die are pretty high. You'll be able to get most of your kills quickly. This gun is great for spraying down long hallways, about to say highways. Although I guess it would be good for a highway too. Roadkill might be pretty good with this gun. But I was thinking about Dredge when I said that. Dredge is a great place to use this gun. I don't have any gameplay with it, but it's a fantastic place to use this weapon. If I had to make a suggestion, the 30 of 30 ammo capacity does not need an extended magazine. You're only going to be getting, what, an extra 4 shots? So 34 shots out of the 30. I don't think the extra 4 is really worth it. The 30 of 30 ammo capacity is fine in my opinion, especially with a suppressor. You're not going to have to worry about stealth at all, so getting all your shots out shouldn't be that big of a deal. And if you can't really kill someone within 5 to 6 shots of a semi, you probably shouldn't be using semis. Yeah, you might want to go rethink your concept of how to play this game. You probably don't want to be using semis in that case. A bolt action might be better for you if you're trying to, well, accurately aim your shots. Practice with the bolt action and move over to a semi. You usually see two types of people using semis. You see really new players in the game who think, oh, it's going to be like Call of Duty. Semis have no recoil and they do tons of damage. Well, not exactly. They do a lot of damage and they have a fair amount of recoil, and they don't usually hit at longer ranges, unlike Call of Duty and Battlefield, so you're not going to be quite as effective with them in this game. So you usually see new players running around with no scopes, because it's easier to no scope with this gun, obviously. You can get shots out faster, and they're high damage still. But yeah, and you see really skilled players who actually know how to use the gun properly, in which case a semi can be very devastating if they know what map to use it on, where to camp. Semis are typically camping rifles anyway. You really can't compare this gun to anything else in the game, maybe the M14 EBR, but I'm not going to go over that really. I don't think it's that important, but especially since I have the review coming out pretty soon anyway. I actually just got the gameplay for it. It'll be out next 2 weeks or so. But just the rest of the guns in this series, the M6A2, also customizable. It's a GP gun with 35 shots per magazine. The M6A2 CQB, which is meant to rival the M416 CQB. It's a really nice gun. I highly suggest you guys try it out. It's very much underused and tons of fun to use. The M6A2 SRT is the NX standard. Then there's the festive Second Amendment, which you'll also, I can't speak today, which you will also see in this video. I have it. I think I get a couple of kills with it at least. And then finally there's the M6A3 DMR, which I'm using now. This gun is only available in the supply crate miss uniform. You cannot get this gun any other way in the entire game. So unless you opened up a couple of those, it's not possible to get this gun. Needless to say, that's how I got mine. But I definitely thank you guys for watching this. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Be sure to check out the Facebook group and the new TeamSpeak server. It is now up for all of you guys to use. The link is in the description. Please check both of them out. I also highly suggest you check out my recommended channels. I recommend them for a reason. I enjoy watching those videos myself, and I think you guys would as well. Please check back for more videos, and I will see you guys next time. Shadolance out.